Today, we are talking about heart rate recovery. Heart rate recovery, or HRR, is a simple yet powerful indicator of your cardiovascular health. Here's how it works. You exercise vigorously until you reach your peak heart rate. Then, you stop and rest. 1 minute later, you measure your heart rate again. For example, if your heart rate was 160 beats per minute during exercise, and 1 minute later it drops to 130 beats per minute, that 30-beat drop is your HRR. We recently measured one of our patients' HRR, and it came out to 37 beats per minute. That result places him in the 75th percentile for elite athletes and in the 99th percentile for the general population. A high HRR is what you want because a low HRR can be an indicator of potential health issues, including coronary artery disease, heart failure, hypertension, metabolic syndrome, diabetes, and sleep apnea. In fact, a study in the New England Journal of Medicine evaluated over 2,000 participants with initial heart conditions. It found that those with low HRR had an all-cause mortality risk that was 400% higher over a 6-year follow-up period. This shows just how important HRR is as a marker of future health. Measuring your HRR at home is straightforward. All you need is a heart rate monitor. First, exercise vigorously until your heart rate peaks. Then, stop immediately and rest for exactly 1 minute. After 1 minute, measure your heart rate again and subtract that number from your peak heart rate. For instance, if your heart rate drops from 160 to 123 beats per minute, your HRR would be 37 beats per minute. There are also graphs available for comparison. One graph compares HRR in elite athletes, and another compares HRR in the general population. For young athletes, an HRR of 37 beats per minute falls between the 90th and 95th percentiles. Now, let's talk about what you can do to improve your HRR. First, exercise regularly. Aim for at least 150 minutes per week of moderate exercise or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise. A good rule of thumb is that during moderate exercise, you should be able to carry on a conversation, whereas vigorous exercise is intense enough that speaking becomes difficult. Next, maintain a healthy diet. Focus on eating plenty of dietary fiber, sufficient protein, and a balanced mix of nutrients. Avoid harmful habits like vaping, smoking, and eating too much junk food. A clean, balanced diet goes a long way. Finally, prioritize quality sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Pay attention to how long it takes you to fall asleep, how much time you spend awake during the night, and the quality of your REM sleep. Thank you for listening.